Hello everyone, I'm William coming to you from the 7th grade. And today we're diving into a compelling discussion on why trade is ultimately more important than conquest, particularly in the context of Africa. Throughout Africa's history, various societies have sought to expand their influence through conquest. However, as we learned in our recent lessons, trade has proven to be far more effective means of creating wealth, fostering peace, and establishing long-term relationships between cultures across the continent. First, let's discuss the economic impact of trade versus conquest. In Lesson 11.2, we examined how trade routes, such as those across the Sahara Desert and the Indian Ocean, facilitated the exchange of goods like gold, salt, and textiles between different African kingdoms. For instance, the Trans Saharan Desert connected West Africa with North Africa, allowing for the exchange of not just products but also ideas and technologies. This economic interaction did more than just enrich individual kingdoms. It created networks of trust and cooperation among diverse cultures. Now consider conquest. When one kingdom attempted to conquer another, it often led to chaos and disruption. Local economies would suffer, populations could be enslaved or displaced, and animosity would build between different groups. The short term gains of conquest often resulted in long term instability, undermining the very social societies that were conquered. Next, let's delve into the social and cultural implications of these two strategies. In Lesson 11.4, it highlights how trade encourages interaction and collaboration between different cultures. For instance, the thriving trade cities along the East African coast, such as Kilwa and Mombasa, became melting pots of cultures due to the exchange of goods with Arab, Persian, and Indian traders. This cultural diffusion created a rich tapestry of shared knowledge, art, and technology. In contrast, conquests typically create divisions and hostilities among peoples. When one culture imposes itself on another, it can lead to lasting resentment and conflict. The legacies of conquest often emphasize division, whereas trade has the remarkable ability to build bridges and foster understanding between diverse groups. In conclusion, trade emerges as a more constructive and sustainable approach than conquest in the context of Africa. The lessons from our textbook illustrate that while conquest may achieve short term territorial goals, trade fosters long term prosperity, collaboration, and cultural richness. As we continue to explore the interconnectedness of our world today, it is clear that promoting trade and diplomacy is essential for peace and progress. Thank you for joining me today on this exploration of trade versus conquest in Africa. I hope this discussion encourages you to think critically about how we connect with others in our global society. Be sure to tune in next time for more engaging topics. This is signing off.